you going, guys? Welcome back to another video. On this episode, I'll be priming the inside and out of the bonnet for the XB Coupe, also the top half of the boot lid. If you're wondering why I'm not doing the inside of the boot lid in this video, it's simply because I don't have two bonnet stands. If you're wondering what a bonnet stand is, it's a little contraption I'll show you a little bit later in the video. It basically flips up and down so you can paint panels inside and out all at once. Perfect for what I want to do. Now, in this episode, you'll see me use the DNA Custom Paints High Build Primer. It's a HS primer mixed at 4:1, gives excellent build, flattens off so there's not much orange peel to block out. And that will also increase the amount of build that is still on there, allowing you to get a nice finish ready for painting. With that being said, guys, let's get into the video. We'll mix up this primer. I'll show you a little bit of that. We'll show you the bonnet stand. Let's get this stuff in primer. All right, so first things first, guys, we want to get a mixing stick. Want to give that a bit of a wipe down. Make sure it's nice and clean so we don't put anything that we don't want inside the primer. Now, I like to give it a good stir. Make sure you get all that pigment off the bottom of the primer, because you'll find that it's very thick at the bottom but very thin up the top. So always give it a good stir before you start mixing, and that will also help you get maximum build on the panels you're priming. Alright, now that our primer's all stirred up in the tin, let's talk about the DNA Custom Paints mixing sticks. Here we have the 4:1 and 2:1 mixing sticks. Now, DNA Paints have two other sticks just like this one in other ratios. So, in case you are unfamiliar with how a mixing stick works, I'll give you a quick rundown. So what the numbers represent going vertically up the stick on the left-hand side is how much primer you'll be mixing. As an example, let's talk about the number 3 here at the bottom. So you would take that primer up to the line underneath the first 3, followed by the hardener up to the second line underneath the second 3. The third 3 has 3 different lines, each representing 10% of reducer. I'll be using a 1.7mm air cap and nozzle setup on my primer gun, so I'll be using roughly 15% of reducer. So I'll take that up to halfway between the first and the second line here on the right hand side. If you're using a 2mm or 1.8mm air cap and nozzle setup, I recommend choosing the 10% reducer. This primer can be also used as a primer surfacer, which is mixed at 4:1. Hope that all made sense. Let's get back to the mixing. Okay, so we'll make sure that we've got the 4:1 stick around the right way. Give that a quick little stir before we put it in. So what we want to do is we want to take this up to roughly the 4, which will allow us to have a full cup of primer. So we'll just pour that in. The stick will fall over because I didn't put any in to start with. So we're almost at that 4 there. One last little bit. Perfect. Okay, so next is our HS Primer Hardener. You can also get this in fast and slow. I've got the medium, and we want to take that up to the next 4. Okay, here we have our medium reducer. Make sure that it is a HS primer reducer. They are slightly different. And we want to take that up to the 15%. Just like that. All right, now that we've got it all in the cup, let's give it a good stir, throw it in the gun, and start priming these parts. Alrighty, here's that stand I was telling you about. So we can paint the underside, and then we can flip it over. Like so, wait for it to click in, and then we can paint the top side. Well, there you guys go. The bonnet and boot come out bloody beautiful. I'm so happy that they've come out the way they have. And onto the body in the next couple of videos, so stay tuned for those. Anyway, if you have enjoyed this video, smash that like button and press subscribe if you're new here. Would love to have you along for the ride. If you're interested in purchasing any of the DNA products that I've used in this video, check out the description below. I'll be sure to throw some links in there. Just press on the link and it will take you straight to the DNA Paints website where you can see the primers and the other products I've used in this video. Now, if you want to follow me on Instagram and see some of my work I've done over pretty much the whole 15 years of me being a painter, I'll also put a link to my Instagram page down below. I also have a Facebook page. I'll put that in there as well. Make sure to go check them out and press subscribe and follow me on those as well. It's been great having you here today. You all take it easy and I'll see you lot on the next one. Cheers.